Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and to a proper flight simulator throwback this evening. Tonight we're taking the Cessna 172 into one of the most iconic airfields in Microsoft Flight Simulator history, and that is the Chicago Merrill Meigs Field. For anyone who remembers Flight Simulator 98, this place needs no introduction. The Chicago skyline, Lake Michigan, the short runway before the water. This was where so many of us first learned to fly, learned to land, and properly first learned how quickly things can go wrong in a Cessna. But tonight we're going to keep it calm. It's a smooth, clear sunset evening over Chicago. No drama, no rush. So let's sit back, enjoy the sunset, and let's bring the 172 home into Meigs. Alrighty, so you join me in the flight deck, and my god, this is where the nostalgia really hits. Back in Flight Simulator 98, the Meigs Field was basically home base. You'd spawn in, look around the Chicago skyline, push the throttle forward and just hope for the best. And for a lot of people, this was the first runway you ever took off from or landed. And me growing up and learning with Flight Simulator 98, this place really does feel like home, and I think that was what makes it so special. And thankfully, because of Sim Update 5 and all the airports that we have received in America, this is being brought back as one of them, and I think this is just what makes it so special. It's not just an airport, it was the place where flight sim became real for so many of us. And tonight, coming back here in the 172 at sunset, it just feels like a proper tribute. But throwing back to that nostalgia, we're on finals for runway 36. You can see the runway dead ahead and the sun setting in the distance and that beautiful Chicago skyline just coming in now. So flaps are fully down and the speed is under control, and the descent path looks pretty good. And this is where we have to resist the urge to just overcorrect, because the Cessna is light, it's responsive, and it's easy to move around too much if you start chasing the runway. So we'll keep everything gentle, just let the aircraft settle in, and it's lined up lovely now. So not every flight has to be a stormy one, but we are getting lower now, and it's nice to have a nice, easy, gentle, casual relaxation all the way in here. So runway 36 is made, power's coming back just as we go over the threshold, holding that centre line, and there we go with the throttle, and a little flare coming up. Okay, and touchdown. So looking smooth touchdown at Meigs Field, I would say. So we'll let the aircraft settle onto the runway now, gently apply the brakes, no rush, just a smooth rollout pretty much to all the way to the very end, and we'll take the next left. And the Cessna 172 really does feel at home here. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but it's a perfect aircraft for this nostalgic flight. So Chicago glowing all around us here. So smooth touchdown on runway 36 there, and we're gonna bring the flaps up and vacate the runway now, and we're going to be turning right to our parking stand and parking up here for the evening in Chicago. Applying full brakes, set the parking brake and power down the engine, and there we go. Welcome back to Meigs Field. A smooth touchdown on runway 36, a gentle rollout. It might not exist in real world anymore, but in Flight Simulator it lives forever, and Flight Simulator 98 memories truly unlocked here, brought back into the modern sim. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.